My fellow Americans and friends around the world, today I want to talk about a sport that has captured the hearts of many. Professional darts. In recent times, it seems that this noble game has faced divisions, much like the challenges we've confronted in our own history. But just as we have always risen above our differences, so too can the world of darts. It's up to the new leaders and emerging talents in this sport to step forward, bridge the gaps, and guide us all towards unity. And may the best players win.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the CSC Challenger Series. That's right, Season 7, week number 5 for you. Hello, Sean. How are you?
Hey, Will. I didn't see you there. Who startled me next to me? I had to look over and see for myself, and guess what? It was the wall. And then I looked up in the camera and saw you. Buddy, it is great to be here on this great Monday evening. We both had very full weekends.
Yes.
Witch City and Bullshooter. And, man, it was a great time in Rockford. I don't know. It looked pretty good up there and on the East Coast as well.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of good darts this past weekend. There's no denying that. We're starting to see that trend as we go forward here and progress into the future of darts here in North America. But tonight's matchup, I'm looking forward to this one as per usual. I mean, we always seem to have these tight-knit matchups on Monday night and Wednesday night for you on the stream. Yep. And we're looking forward to another one here with Mike Maloney and Luke Pritzl.
Yeah, you want to talk about a full circle moment, right? Luke Pritzl drives all the way to the Cantina 2 seasons ago and watches Mike win the CSC Challenger Series in full Hulk garb. Yeah. And now he must shred the garb and become the opponent to Mike Maloney. So he watched him do all that in action, and that includes the ridiculous 4 legs in a row from Ram Guevara that almost took it to a double dip, if you remember correctly, in that one. So he watched all that happen. He watched what Ram will have to, or what he'll have to do, what Ram had to do to even take it to a last leg decider. But we'll see. We'll see, man. I got to be honest with you. The storyline tonight is going to be one thing and one thing only. How good is Mike with new barrels? Because those are his OGs that he's thrown since he's gotten these Winmore barrels. We'll see how he does with a fresh set. Yesterday, it was the only event that he struggled in, and he did not have those barrels for it. Now, that being said, the barrels didn't help me at all. So I know for a fact it's not the barrels. Okay, Mike? So he should be fine. I'm excited to watch how this goes. It should be a good battle. It really should be a close battle.
I'm glad you brought that point up because a lot of people won't even think of about that when he hands over his barrels. But, you know, that can be something that tends on your mind or plays on your mind because, you know, if you're smart about getting new sets, you take 2 sets and you try to use them at the same time and whittle both down. And then you go to one and leave the others to where it's partially worn already. It's not as fresh, not as new. And then you're ready to go. So I wondered if Mike planned this out right. If not, but we'll find. We're going to find out tonight, folks. As this is going to be a doozy one.
His plan was no plan. I walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, I left my barrels at home. Can I borrow a set of yours?" And he showed me the 2 brand new sets that he had in his dart wall, and he was like, you know what? Maybe I'll throw these new barrels and you can just have these. And I was like, I don't deserve that, but I'll borrow them and give them back to you. And he just wouldn't take them back. So, It's awesome. We'll see what happens. I think he's going to be fine. I really do. I'm not worried about him. I know he's not worried about him at the end of the day. But Luke Pritzl, hey, just throw a little something your way. Maybe nothing like a little flag of hope at the end of the island green, right?
I mean, come on, you got to have a little hope, right? Well, let's get into it. Let's get the tail of the tape here. I think we've waited a little bit long. We do apologize for the little issues via our streaming server that we use. I guess it just went down for a second, but that's how it goes. So how we got Hulk Smash here, Excel Entertainment, playing out of the Cantina, 18 plus years. A 5.84 NPR with a 66.7 win rate. That's 27 wins on 45 games, I believe. How about this? 44 9 marks, 83 7 marks, and 1 white horse as well. And, of course, throwing his Winmore Mike Maloney 18-gram darts.
Yeah, brand new set of those bad boys. He's thrown really well. Let's reverse back to week 1, shall we? Week 1 in CSC Division 1, our highest average that week was Luke Pritzl's 5.80. Mike is averaging at this point, 5 weeks into it, a 5.84. So what does Luke have to do to get to the finish line against Mike? Well, maybe Mike struggles a little bit. Maybe Luke picks it up and throws that 5.80 that he knows he has in his game, and Mike knows now he has it in the game. But let's head on over to Luke Pritzl and take a look at the candidate from Wisconsin. The Freak is the dart nickname. He looks way too normal to be nicknamed the Freak. Vendor is East Central Coin. He's playing at the Busty Lush, one of our fun new locations as of this season and maybe last season. He's been playing for 6+ years. He's averaging the 5.31 overall, so the inconsistent 5.80. You can tell what he's had to throw to get to a 5.31. 64% win rate. He's throwing those super darts. Luke Pritzl, 18 grams. And Nick, you and him are twinsies on these dart jerseys.
Yeah,
Seems like it.
Listen, I like rocking a jersey. This is actually the first time we'll see Luke on stream using his super darts barrels versus in the past where he was throwing, I believe, some Viper darts, if I'm not mistaken there. So excited to see how those perform for him here and just what Luke Pritzl we're going to get.
Will, now's where I turn the table to you, buddy, and I ask you this very important question that the chat is dying to know. What is your final score prediction, and how many Boom Goes the Dynamites are we getting tonight?
Oh, crud. I may be hurting myself on this one because I definitely didn't write that down and wasn't prepared for that information. Going to be
it's okay. We do it every
honest.
week.
Yeah, I know, but when you come back from a trip and that's the last thing on your mind. I'm going to go with this evening a 9-mark count of 28.5 on our 9 marks. I think we're going to see a 9-6 win from Mike. That's just how I'm feeling right off the rip. A little bit more thought. Maybe I go maybe a little bit deeper towards Mike. Maybe in that 9-5.
Okay. I like that. Let us know in the chat. What do you guys have? Will, go ahead.
I was just thinking this is because maybe, I don't know, maybe Luke may feel a little pressure playing Mike, being that he went and noticed and watched him in previous accounts and so on and so forth. But here we go, 140, 140.
I think Mike is more nervous for this than he has been all season long leading into this. Trust me, the last couple of days, he's had enough thoughts go through his mind of all the ways that he can lose this match. Not all of which start with Luke Pritzl's talent, correct? And then it ends when it goes to as he goes first. Great switch to the bowl there on dart 3 from Luke. But it also is, he's traveling back from a tournament weekend that he spent a lot of time playing in, and his arm's a little bit sore. It was a little bit sore yesterday when I talked to him. He's throwing a new set of darts. We can go on and on. His jersey is the white one tonight instead of a black one that makes him look like his legs aren't the same exact color. He's got the backwards hat. Is it his favorite hat? We'll never know. But either way, there's always excuses. Who's going to win? It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a marathon. It's not a sprint. But I have Mike winning this one. And for some reason, I think he just shows up at the very last second. I have it 9-7 Mike Maloney.
Okay. Hey, that's respectable. I think either way, I saw a lot of unders on the booms. I know Danny Baggers came in with a 24 and a 9-6 win from Mike, so we'll see what happens. I did see Danny was the first complainer on Facebook as to where's the CSC at? Like we're not going to show it. Come on, Danny, you know better. We'll be back.
Yeah, long time complainer, first time watcher. Which is kind of how it always is, you know.
He does have a free night tonight. Considering he played last week. He's waiting on the winner of this one.
Yeah, he's scouting his potential opponent. And I guarantee you right this second, he is rooting for one man only, and that's Mike Maloney. As we get our first boom goes the dynamite as Mike smashes in a 9. He's rooting for Mike because he wants to play him. And
oh yeah, that little camaraderie with your partner on the business side of things.
That's not it at all. And you know that, and I know that, and Mike knows it, and Danny knows it, and Danny will actually tell you the truth. It's because he wants to beat Mike. As we get back-to-back 9s, boom goes the dynamite, Mike Maloney. He wants to beat Mike, and he wants to beat him in public, in front of everybody. Remotely is better and sweeter. He really didn't get that opportunity last year. It eluded him last season, and he is fully ready to take advantage of that opportunity again. So he is rooting for Mike. If he's going to be so upset, he might cry tonight if Mike loses this one to Luke.
Oh, tough round for Mike, but he does have that point lead. See if Luke can stomp back with 2 big trip 17s here to smash the 18s. He will not be able to, so got to hold true on the 17s here no matter what.
I think there's got to be a deal that's made between these two gentlemen. If whoever loses this doesn't make the finals, they have to drive to the other person's location, dress up in their garb, and root them on in the finals against Danny or whomever.
Right.
I don't mind
it. I just think
I think it's fun.
I'm just saying.
Well, we saw Luke dress up as the Hulk. Mike Maloney already dresses like a freak.
He has to wear his joggers.
That's it. Guess I've been tuning in for the Netherlands. Love that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules of the CSC Challenger Series. It's happening now in leg number 1 still, so that's good. It is a double elimination style tournament. These players are both on the winner's side. This is the last top 4 match on the winner's side. The winner will move on to the king seat. The loser moves on to the 5th, 6th spot where they will do battle against someone. It is a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. This is the PPD player advantage rule, and boom goes the dynamite again. If we go the distance,
go for speed.
Players will cork for start in that last leg decider.
Just a little rundown here on the tail of the tape. Mike Maloney, Casey Jones, Rick Hinsey, Don Stewart. On the other side of things, it was Tyler Weehee, Tyler Hinsey, and then Mike Carter for Luke Pritzl to get to this point here. As Mike looks for his win on the leg.
I forgot you lost the king seat match, Danny. I just assumed you were so good that could not have possibly have happened.
How about that brutal little stab there at it's because they aren't real commentators. I just want to commentate. Well, buddy, we wish you were a real dart player sometimes, but has-beens don't count. Oh,
has-beens.
Oh.
You gotta like break the top 100 in the world to be a has-been.
I will say he did, after a 6.23 and a 5.0, that's a great start. He did call me after last week when I said he usually came back from behind, if I'm not mistaken. He said, "You son of a..."
So that's why I don't answer his phone calls. I'm worried about what he's saying. All right. I can't tell if Travis Jankowski is being for real with us or if he's joking around, but either way, I'm going to guess that you're like, nice dig, bro. It was funny. Okay, you can just laugh at it. We don't have to make it about you.
So still left in this event, I do want to mention Richard Sturbins in the 7th, 8th position. Rick Kinsey, Mike Scarborough taking each other on in the 9th, 12th to see who will face Richard. That'll be a live stream match in that 7th, 8th position. You got Ram Guevara, Mike Carter, Leonard Gates, Don Stewart, and then JC Martinez as well. What was that?
Love it
for?
Sorry, I wanted to wait till you were finished, but Travis put in there. It was absolutely funny, and I said, I know. I'm just messing with you, buddy. I like to test the waters early, see if people are going to hang around or not. Fun fact: they're hanging.
They are. I do want to go ahead and say it was great to see Mike Scarborough this weekend. He was actually at the Witch City Open, participating there in a little steel tip. Won his way there via an ADO qualifier. So good seeing him on the steel tip side of things out there.
Did you get to have him on the stream? Did you see his math skills?
Don't think we did actually get him on the stream. I did do an interview with Mike, and I'm going to be brutally honest. I sucked.
You and me both this weekend as far as interviews go.
I was dog. I'm just going to be honest on that one, Mike, and I apologize, brother. I would
like to apologize to everyone that I had to interview. I'm sure you guys had no idea where I was going. I had no idea where I was going either. I hoped I found along the way, and sometimes I did, and sometimes I did not. All right. Luckily, there's editing that happens. Thanks, Nick, for making me always at least sound somewhat like if I was out editing, think how stupid I sound still. Somewhat not stupid.
Oh, I'm so tired of editing.
Look at this from Luke Pritzl. He's looking promising for this leg, but can Mike kind of storm back here? We're going to find out. But how about the tale of two tapes on the viewer side from each bar? You've got, people playing right next door to Mike. He's kind of used to that with a couple viewers. But for Luke, man, he's got a tunnel around him. It's kind of cool to see.
Yeah, you got Jason Will back there. I can see him. I can see the better half for Luke. She's in the matching jersey, which is always adorable. It always is adorable when that happens. You can see it behind you. Mike has some people back there, but it's also league night at the Cantina. It's his league night at the Cantina too. Boom goes to Dynamite. As I'm going to take the over on the 9 marks at this point. So yeah, it's just a normal. Mike doesn't want it to be something it's not, right? Not until it's hyped up at the end and he's at the finish line and he feels like it's worth it.
This is a big moment. Yeah. Sorry to break it.
No, do it. Uh-oh. You're right. You talk.
That's a huge miss right there because Mike can really slam this door shut. Big trip 15 to the 20s. He's going to close here. Boom. He got it.
And he gives it to everybody, including the people he is not playing.
Wow. What a 9 mark. 5 of them tonight already.
Do you think he yelled Boom Goes to Dynamite on that one?
He yelled something.
Assume he did. Just nod your head slowly if you said Boom Goes to Dynamite right there, Mike. That is always a fun fact that he does listen to every broadcast that we do. And double. What a comeback. 6.0, Mike Maloney. My, oh, my.
Yeah, two great openers of a 6.23 and a 6.0. As Mike's already looking good here. So much for those new barrels.
So in our player chat that the Mike and Pritzl are in, Pritzl said before the match started that he had a safe word tonight and it was peaches. And just type that word in chat.
Already peaches. Yelling it. Please.
Did he actually put peaches in there?
With a kissing emoji.
That's good. there's a little camaraderie that happens definitely as we do have a text with all our streamed matches beforehand, just to let them know, hey, you're good to play, or hey, the break here if we need to contact them if something goes on, if we need to halt play, we try to do that for you folks. So there's a little fun back and forth on these guys every once in a while if they're friends or what have you. So love that. We need to release some of those, by the way. Like, yes, we do, Nick. Just the goodies.
What?
Just like the goodies. Just release like some some little chat.
Some of the back and forths. Yeah. Well, boom goes the dynamite Mike Maloney. He has all 9 marks. Well, chat, all you got to do tonight to be entered in for your chance to win tonight's live stream giveaway from A2ZDarts.com is leave a comment in our Facebook chat, hit a like button on our Facebook page. Tonight's raffle winner will receive a Harrow's Smart Pocket dart case in blue. So, blue is a good color. It matches my eyes, matches most people's eyes that have blue eyes. And yeah, you can win that raffle prize just by leaving a comment in our chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Sometimes I don't find it along the way. Let's give a huge shout out, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody just put your hands together. Clap, clap, clap. Signature barrels out now, A2ZDarts.com. You can get your set of the Will Stewart Alphas. And, of course, you can't have the Alpha without the Omega, so you might as well get Jen Mount's barrels, too. You've seen her throwing hot fire on her reviews the past few months. We've all been pushing for these two to get barrels because they're actually really good dart players on top of being good at their other specialties in the business. But yeah, get your hands on some Alpha and Omega barrels from Colonial.
I appreciate it, Sean, but don't purchase the Jen Mounts. Just skip
two
over
of
those.
yours.
Just skip those.
Two of yours.
Skip over those. We're having a little contest. Just skip over those. Come on. It's a better design. Nobody likes scallop. Come on.
Nobody likes a back scallop. Yep, we get it.
Nobody. Well, this is going to be an interesting run here, I think. 2 biggies. Close it. Yes, sir. His first one of the night.
Favorite Vern Lundquist.
I can't. Yeah, you've always got to
Announcing
include yes, sir, somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Well, back-to-back 9s as Maloney just goes, oh, that's cute. I have 7 of those.
In almost 3 legs.
Yeah.
So, Danny, you want to take back that 24 yet? Is that going to be Mike's number tonight?
Jay Graff, there's only one reason to watch me play darts, and it's to look at all of the miserable faces that I make when I play darts, because I love the game, but I hate to play it. Boom goes the dynamite.
Can we talk about your 1-21 performance this weekend?
Why are you making it so much worse? It's already bad enough. It's 1 for 20. It's not 1. It's 1-19. It's not even 1.
Either way you go about this, it's not good, Sean. 1-19, 1-20. It doesn't matter, brother.
Listen,
you could have kicked him in the shin and at least got another leg.
I thought about it, but we were on 3 giant jumbotrons around the venue. They all would have saw it.
Oh my. Okay, this is where we need to pay attention here because 660 plays 686. Somehow or another, Mike's kind of sneaking by and keeping himself in this, but I think the door just closed.
No, it didn't. Not at all. Mike Maloney just needs 2 triple 15s, and I think he can hit a 7 mark here.
We'll see.
All right, fine. Will's right again. Thanks a lot, Mike, for ruining that and making Will right. Yeah, be upset at yourself and also be upset for me.
How is everything going right so far tonight for me?
My goodness. Never mind. Don't buy the alphas, guys. Just get the omegas. I guarantee you they are having a...
What?
No, an inside. Yeah, he ruined that.
He just ruined that because Mike's gonna hit here and take it out. You can't do that.
Yeah, it's fine. But Luke, he just blew it a little bit, but 4 bowls and a trip 15 saves everything.
That's brutal. Why'd you do that, Nick? Don't help her.
What happened?
He put in Jin's new barrels, not mine, just Jin's.
You know what I think is ridiculous? And
Oh
no.
That gonna hurt him.
Let's be fair. Luke deserved to win this leg until those last few darts. He's still got to do it though, doesn't he? Oh no, Luke.
What did you do there, Luke? You've got to have that lead first. You got to hit the bull there.
Well,
I think you go bull
I'm
there.
okay either way.
No, you got to go bull second dart. Because if you miss, you still get that opportunity to possibly get ahead, even though it's minute.
And you don't want Mike Maloney doing the brow swipe. Okay, if Mike Maloney's doing the brow swipe, this could get out of hand quickly. He has got to lose the legs he's supposed to lose, and I mean that for his opponent. So Luke, don't do that again. And we've seen the game in there. We got to see it for the entire leg.
That was a little sketchy from both of them there towards the end of that leg. I mean, they both had chances. They both kind of gave it to each other, and good start from Luke here.
Dynamite. I like what Luke's doing. He's forcing Mike to the 17s. And what? Mike didn't follow a 9 with a 9? Okay. That's a bold move. I'm just kidding, everybody. He obviously cannot do that on purpose. Luke Pritzl is trying to play as fast through a leg as possible. He has realized that he cannot be in any type of point battle whatsoever. That's why he started off with a white horse instead of pointing the 20s and working that way. It absolutely is the right strategy right this second. Will?
I agree with you there. I agree with you. Just kind of force him and force this game along. Hey, how about this?
Yep.
18 days to go until TOC.
That is so crazy, by the way.
Are you guys ready for TOC?
Yeah. He was supposed to do it with me. He did it, but just without his stuff on. There you go. Be an alpha and get Will Stewart's alpha barrels. HTTPS:// I'm just kidding.
Luke's going to get it on the board, and it's going to be a hefty margin, too. 6-7-5.
Yeah, Luke said, let's get it on. And he does get one on the board, 3-1. Barbara's watching from the cantina with a front row seat. So there's at least one person supporting Mike there. Or are you watching another match and just tuning in from time to time, Barbara? Just kidding. Ken Rip just asked when's TOC? October
5th through the 9th.
October is all that Billy Madison needed to know what day it was. I'm sure that's the same thing for Ken. But I'm excited, man. I cannot wait. It's going to be a great team again this season. Probably better than last year because there's no Danny because he's playing. And, man, how many times he comes in to try and do commentary? Like over under how many days of the 4?
Oh, every day.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. And I bet you almost everyone will be, hey, you can just put the mic on me. I'll commentate while I'm playing.
We need a security guard just to hang outside that room that's just going against Danny.
I may cave in on one attempt. I think we should. just mic up the players for it.
All right, fine. I guess we'll be honest real quick. I would love to have Danny on the mic from time to time because he teaches me everything I need to know about how to play cricket, not playing cricket. An entire room full of people, an entire music venue full of people. Last night saw that in action.
All right, Mike. I kill shot the 18s here right away on the second attempt. Yep. Down to the 17s. What does he got?
Well, that's another boom goes to dynamite from Mike Maloney, if I'm not mistaken. Number 11 on the evening. He has 9 of them.
Sickening. He has 9 already. Leg number 5 here.
Paul Rogers knows what he's talking about there.
Yeah, that was
Didn't we learn from Booyah Cup about miking them up?
Yeah, that was excellent. What are you talking about?
We controlled it perfectly, I think. That being said, it might be a good little side event to do. Little mic'd up action. Not mic'd up. We saw how that went.
They did do it on ESPN. That was kind of fun.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
We got that good blurb from Randy. Just like one of those, who do you think you are?
Oh, yeah, we did. I did it. I did it. Kachina, watching from West Virginia.
Another 5+ from Maloney incoming here. But it keeps him right in line with his average for the season so far, or at least it should. We'll find out if he picks his first or second dart here. I don't imagine this will go into another round. Yep.
Yeah, 5-5-3 from Mike Maloney. He now takes a 4-1 lead over Luke Pritzl. Is Luke in trouble?
Luke's in a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, Mike's going to have that advantage going into the break. And he could have an extended advantage here if he wins one of the next 2 legs. We're going to find out because 5-2 is, boy, is that difficult.
Mike, don't give away a lockdown secret. Nobody had any idea.
I mean, he did have a rough weekend that weekend. Let's be honest. Or going into that weekend. So can't blame him for having a little fun as he pops another big 9 mark here. He's holding true with his average for the session. It's a 5.78 currently compared to Luke Pritzl's 5.03. So, yeah, Luke's got a little bit of work to do on the average front to hold true to this 5.31 average overall for the season.
Brad, there's no way we're going to be able to put mics on them remotely in their own states and have them connected to our live stream to be able to pull that off. I mean, you know what? It probably could work. It probably could work, but it'd be a lot of work for Nick. He'd have to fly to both places. No, it doesn't matter that you're located in one of them. No big deal. You have to fly to the other place. And then we'll move on. Scott Marsh, it's SEAN. That's not a big deal though. At least you know my name is Sean. That's a win for me. I'll take it. But no, that would never happen unless you guys really enjoy watching baby seals get murdered in front of you. Then you would love a good Will Stewart versus Sean Green matchup.
Now, I will say for TOC, Mooney and Will, me and Jen, Sean and Danny on the call.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm in.
Let's do it.
So I have a lot of bonus coverage for you guys, TOC. When we all get together, those ideas always get talked about.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit.
Then they actually get on camera, and then we just never put it out there.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing things
because usually someone plays badly.
We'll be doing things just a little bit different this year from the streaming side, and we'll kind of give you more info on that down the road. But kind of a little bit more content creation is going to happen, I feel. So we'll be kind of getting more input from the players and just more overall push on what PPD and the Tournament of Champions can offer you. So looking forward to that. Luke has a really good chance to get this leg here. Let's see what he does. Yeah, to the 17s. I go points here myself, just to kind of spread out the distance a little bit there. Yeah, that you have that 3-house advantage.
He's actually doing the right strategy for this match with how he's throwing so far. Mike's power scoring. I mean, not missing triples when he hits the first one. He has 11-9 marks so far in the match himself. I think he is making it a personal goal to break his own solo record of that. But if you're Luke and you're having to face this version of Mike Maloney, you have got to play legs quickly. You got to finish them off quickly. You got to hit your darts, your wedge closes in one dart and move on. That's going to be the way to beat him. You can't go in this point battle against him, no matter how high or low the houses are. Big darts from Mike Maloney. Back to back.
Yeah, back to back. My goodness.
If he keeps this up, the barrels he gave me are worthless.
I'm gonna be fair. Once the 1 in 20 happened, those barrels would have been in the trash anyway. So I'm surprised you held on to them.
That's fair. Nah, I'll keep them.
Yeah, no, you got to keep those. That's cool. That's cool that he did that for you.
Yeah, there's 0 purple on these whatsoever.
That just shows you, when a person plays a lot, what can happen to a barrel or what can happen to a set. So if you didn't know, darts do wear down over time. It is smart to clean your barrels from time to time. Run them over water or kind of take a soft brush to them. Maybe get some of the dirt and grime off of them from your hands. It is smart to do that. And then if you purchase another set eventually, because you're going to have to wear another set down and go for it. As Mike Maloney, 13 before the break.
This is like 6. He's averaging at this point more than 34 himself if it goes the entire distance. I mean, I got to be honest with you. He called me before this match, or didn't call me. He messaged me before the match started and said, man, my league play's been terrible tonight. I'm kind of in my own head. I got to be honest with you. And I obviously was not worried about him messaging me that at all. It's just a thing that every dart player will do, no matter how good or bad you are. You'll get, if it means enough to you, you'll get a little bit of nerves before it starts. And, you just, that's a trip 18. And he's going to need it too. So he's backing that up. It's just, he's throwing the best I've seen him throw right now.
Yeah, I mean, you have spikes up and down in your confidence, even throughout the duration of a night, let alone days or weeks or through a year. You'd be surprised, even the top level players have those little moments where they're not feeling comfortable with where they're at, and they still may be throwing a 5-0. I mean, they just know that that could have been a little bit better. Or that's not me, and. Mike with a good 6 to close it. Yep. Yeah, I would say he's that little thought that he had is out of his brain now. He's rolling.
Yeah, he's miking around the start board right now.
What'd you say? Tina, what'd you say? Rolling on the river.
No idea where you were going with that one.
River.
It worked.
It was good, wasn't it? All right.
This is
what a double.
6.58. A 6.58 had no business winning that leg halfway through it. Luke didn't shoot badly after that either. He threw a 5.83 at the end of the leg, and still it just seemed like he just got leapt over and left behind.
This is the scary part now. I mean, 5-1 score line here from Mike Maloney, which is very impressive. And you can't have this go 6, Luke. Yeah, hammer away. 20s. I say point here and just run it.
I mean, You got to change up something.
But
at the same time, you might want to drive to Illinois and just, where the cantina is at this point. Just kick those legs and then come back.
I go back to, I hate to say it, but I go back to that 20, that one little motion. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but when we transitioned to the 16s, only capitalize on one instead of going for more points. I think that was a big turn there and opened the door for Mike to make a run and grab that leg.
This is another one. I love how Brad Scott's in there already tagging one of the fans that's there. It's Jason Will that's watching Luke play. One of the friends that's watching Luke play. And
this is your fault.
Saying this is all your fault.
Wow.
Boom goes the Maloney.
What can we say? I mean, he's got 14 of them before break. Before the break.
This is leg number 7. He's averaging 2 per leg. Gross. It's just gross, man.
No, you can't say anything besides that. I mean, disgusting. Nasty. Those are the ones you got to go with here. I mean, but still, he's not throwing over a 6 for the average so far. I mean, it may seem like it, but he's at a 5.92, just underneath it.
Yeah, what a horrible average, 5.92.
Terrible average.
Hey, Serenity's in the chat. Hey, Serenity, saying, come on, Mike. Yeah, Jesse agrees with me on the Tanya Harding move.
We got a lot of people in the chat, over 1,200 of you folks, and that just seems to be more of the same from what we get week in, week out, Division I and Division II. We're seeing some impressive numbers on Wednesday night as well. What do we got Wednesday night, by the way?
Before we get into that, I have more important news. Can I just take what Kyrie wrote as my new catchphrase and stop saying boom goes the dynamite?
Yes, you can say that. That's great.
Yes, I have approval. You heard it. Nick, I just need final approval.
Fuck no.
He said a curse word back to me, so I think that's a maybe. Was it?
No.
Please tell me it was.
Was his mic hot? Please no. Tell me his mic was hot. Oh my!
Yep,
God.
they heard it.
That's my one. That's my one. My bad, everybody. I'm out of here. I've done good. It's been 7 seasons, and I finally got my one. Sorry, everyone. Whoopsie. Fudge. That's my one. Thank you,
Boom goes
everybody.
the dynamite. Saved by the boom. Mike Maloney. He knew what to do.
Oh my!
Oh,
I'm running
listen,
and hiding
guys.
right now. I want to crawl. I want.
Chat's all loving it, by the way.
well, let's just say what Sean was going to say was way, way better than that.
Well, back-to-back 9s from Maloney. Holy goodness.
We just got banned.
He is trying his best to save us from this situation. Thanks, Mike. Another 9 might do. We might forget all about it if you give us another 9. All right, so chat, you're going to have to let us know. Is this something where we all have to bite the bullet and we all have to say the F word at least once so that Nick doesn't get in trouble?
No. We need a public statement immediately, right now. I apologize, everybody. I mean,
nope, too late.
Nick's
too
still
late
young.
to apologize.
Nick's still young. This is his one night that he mistaked it and biffed. We apologize. All right, back to the match here. Let's just move away from it. Never happened. Luke Pritzl got to collect here on the 20s. 7 mark. I think 7 mark here.
Good last. Yeah, you thought Archives was bad, didn't you? Guess what? There's a worse one.
I get 1 in 7 seasons. I feel like that's fair. You see in season 14, be ready.
I want to see a behind the scenes camera right now of Nick, because I am bright red right now. I am bright red.
He is the clearest he's ever been in his life because he is not embarrassed at all.
Oh
But
my
Nick is.
Gosh, I'm semi-crying too.
Yeah, he looks fine. He's crying on the inside. Good.
Well,
you got suspended for 2 minutes without pay. You're back.
Maloney once again shifts the tide here on Luke Pritzl in this leg out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And this is what he's done a few legs here tonight, is you think it's going Luke's way, and this very well could be a 4-3 score line here. Instead, it's looking more 6-1-ish.
Well, if there's anyone who's blown a 6-1 league before in the CSC Challenger Series, it's Mike Maloney. But that was also season 1. This is a very different Mike Maloney. And he just put something in the chat. Watch for it.
How many people are clipping that right now, I wonder?
I'm the bad boy in commentary. We've always known this.
Nick is just wishing that he could just stop the stream real quick, get rid of that, and then put it back in.
That will be...
I'm
not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
John Pilgrim would like us to know that 6'2" is pretty easy to blow as well. That's what we like. That's the good sports that we like to see. Hey, how about over 1,100 here for Mike Maloney in this leg?
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely extended out, and Mike just doing Mike things. I mean, Luke's, unfortunately, even with that collection on 7 mark, is still behind, and even Mike could go 1, 2, 3 just fine, go to the Bulls, and be done with it.
Big 7 for Mike. And you know how much that meant to him to hit that there. He was in trouble if he didn't. And now the Wisconsinites going to have to take an extra second. Hope that for some reason something happens here. Mike's going to make sure that doesn't happen. What a smart dart on dart 1.
Yeah, even with 2 here, Luke can't capitalize on the lead. Should be Mike here to put this away.
Oh, wait. Now's a good time to test this out. Mike does take it out. 6.0 there in leg number 7. Hold on, let me find it. And go ahead. You can talk.
Okay, I thought you wanted me to wait. Well, appreciate everybody joining us here. We got some great interviews with our players that are coming your way here next. How about a lead of 6-1 currently for Mike Maloney, who's got 16 9 marks compared to Luke's 2. So really running away with this so far. Can he maintain and continue on, or will Luke Pritzl make the storm back of a century? We're gonna find out. What you got for us, Sean?
Yeah, we're gonna head to this break, guys, and Nick's gonna get this belt to ass right now. We'll be right back.
No, sorry. Gosh.
Joined here by 2-time president of the CSC Challenger Series, Mike Maloney. And President Maloney, where are your campaign headquarters located tonight, and what company is backing you?
I play out of the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois, and Excel Entertainment is the vendor. So here we go.
Yeah, and you had a great matchup tonight. You're going to be playing against Luke Pritzl, which was supporting you in your Season 5 finals over there in the Hulk costume, to go from sitting there supporting you and cheering you on to playing against you to try to get into the seat match. I mean, what's that feel like?
You know what? It was pretty cool. I didn't know the guy. I forget if he had messaged me prior. I'm assuming he did. But I never met the guy. I didn't really know the guy. And it was really cool. I think it was like a 3+ hour drive, maybe 4+ hour drive. So it was really cool to have somebody who, you know, is obviously not only a player but a fan, to come drive that far for one night to watch the match. And obviously came in full gear. It was fun. But I played him, I want to say it was last season. We did play on the winner's side. And again, I didn't know, even that night, I didn't know his caliber. He gave me a good match. I won either 9-5 or 9-6, and was unpleasantly surprised at the caliber of play that he was getting. So obviously now he shot week 1. He gave us that 5-8. I know Mike Carter. He put up a great performance against Mike Carter. So now it's going to be my duty to try to fend him off and hopefully meet Danny Baggish in the king seat.
A lot of people are kind of not putting the spotlight on Pritzl. A lot of people were talking about JC going into this because of his great run last season. A lot of people were talking about Danny because ever since season 2, it's been back-to-back winners. The Leonard Gates, Maloney, now Baggish, question mark, right?
Yep.
Pending. Pending, right? You know, what was your mentality of thinking, okay, I have to get through Pritzl tonight? And, you know, are you underestimating him at all, you think?
No, like I said, I know what he's capable of. You know, unfortunately, I have not been known to bring everything I have to the table on Monday nights after a weekend tournament. It's showing a little bit on stream here. It's a lot slower paced than the events I'm used to. So stopping and going is taking a little bit of that flame away. And then obviously fatigue over the weekend. I still got to go to work tomorrow, so we'll see if I can bring to the table what I would like to bring, and then, you know, put him under the gun. Because if I don't, then I feel like I'm going to be under the gun and trying to keep up, which I don't want to be in that position. But no, I know that he's capable, and I'm just hoping that I'm there to fend it off.
There you go. Well, I love to hear it. Anything you want to say to your constituents back at home, the voters alike, and your supporters across your campaign, like specifically some of your sponsors here?
Well, yeah, they're rocking heavy today.
If you don't know, now you know.
No, I always give a shout out to all the sponsors. We have Booyah Darts. We have EDC Remote. You can't forget them this way. Yeah. You got Maximum Precision Designs, and you got Winmore. I will be throwing the new Winmore barrels. Well, I should say the same ones, but just new, a fresh set. They weren't working for me a little bit. I gave them to this old pal, Sean, over here. So we'll see how they rock, and let's go. Thanks for the support, everybody.
Looking forward to it. You heard it there from Mr. Maloney, 2-time president of the CSC Challenger Series, trying to get a third term underway here, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Thank you. I'm Mike Maloney, and I approve this message.
Mike Maloney, Hulk Smash, brand new signature darts as a part of the U.S. player launch. I'll be doing an in-depth review of his debut soft tip barrels following his recent signing with Winmore. Now, Maloney went for a design that captures his style and personality quite well. That Hulk Smash theme is just bursting through with this electric green color. Then we went with more of a natural silver in the rear to kind of help with that deep purple color to pop. Got a rock a backwards hat in true Maloney fashion, and you can tell right away I clearly don't know how to wear a hat because I'm a loser.
Joined here by presidential candidate Luke Pritzl. And Mr. Pritzl, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy campaign season to be able to talk with us. Where are your campaign headquarters located tonight, and what company is backing you?
So I will be debating out of Busty Lush, and I am backed by East Central Coin.
And it's a pleasure to have you back on here. Now, you've made it to the top 4 of the winners bracket. How does that make you feel?
It honestly is still kind of shocking. I did a little bit better than last year, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Didn't expect to, because the bracket just keeps getting harder and harder every year.
For the season 5 final, you were actually in the background supporting Mike Maloney in costume nonetheless. How does it feel to be able to be there, see him then, and then to play him tonight?
Well, in order to beat the Smash, you got to be the Smash. No, that was a really good experience. That was just one of those things that we were in the right place at the right time, and I regret to say I was wearing a youth costume because all the adult stuff was just, sold out, so I kind of had to make it work. But it was just a really good experience, man. Mike Maloney, first time meeting him, so we got to see what it's all about firsthand.
And many would say that you're being underestimated going into these top 4 matchups. A lot of people were talking about Danny. A lot of people were talking about Mike. A lot of people.
Well, we apologize for that one. A little, I guess, failure from our front on the recording. So it happens. We'll release them after the fact so you guys can hear from both these guys and hear the full interviews in their entirety. I think there's only just a little bit left of that one anyways. So things do happen in uploads, and it's unfortunate. But, hey, we've got a great match going here on Mike's side, to be just completely honest. I mean, he's throwing a 5.93. Had some really impressive legs, 16 9 marks, and a 6-1 lead right now.
Yeah, what is Luke averaging?
So Luke's averaging a 5.13. Okay. Going into this match, we had a 5.31, so kind of flip-flopped on those numbers. So just a little bit of work to do and pick it up. I mean, of course, Maloney's averaging a little bit higher than his current season average, but it's not much higher. But when you're averaging that high, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and if I'm Luke, my goal is this: get back to shooting my game. Don't worry about what Mike's doing. Don't worry about the fact that he is. He saw that your dart barrels were named Alpha, and he's like, that's different. I want to be the Alpha tonight. And he's just gone on and just decided to put in a godly performance on the 9 marks. But my goodness.
I love how everybody just jumped in the chat too. It was like, did Nick get banned? Did they cut the feed? What?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was spanking Nick for his his oopsie doops. Remember, I told you guys I was going to do that before the break, and we just did not. We weren't able to have him do everything he does perfectly for that situation. That's okay. It's honestly nothing that he could have controlled or anyone else. Sometimes technology just decides not to technology. It's the same way that it happened at the beginning of the stream. I can tell you for a fact, I watched the whole thing. He did not cuss at any point in time on that live or on that interview. So he's getting better.
I did not have a cuss in that interview.
See, he's still here.
That was good. That was good.
Still here and still doing what he always does. Terrible impersonations. Hey, all September long, A to Z Darts is featuring the Harrow's Toro Dart of the Month. You can earn 15 darts off all Harrow Toro darts and get a free pack of flights. Plus, you'll get added to their raffle to win a set of Harrow Black Knight steel tip darts in 21 grams when you purchase the Dart of the Month darts. Giveaway ends October 1st. Good luck to everyone. You can also grab the new Michael Smith Achieve special edition darts while you can, or the Alphas from Will Stewart, or the Omegas from Jen Mounts. Just go to A2Zdarts.com to get all of your darting needs.
Well, good 7 from Luke as he's running away with this leg. 6.75. We need a few more of those, Luke, to get you back in the mix.
You think Luke just watched the interview and just paid attention to the background of his interview the whole entire time? He's like, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Let's do it.
I don't know about that noise you just made there, but okay, yeah. That's probably what he did.
He said, I can do that. I can do that too.
I know, but the
Like,
way
getting
you
hyped
said
up.
it was everything there.
Like getting hyped up. Yeah, getting intense. If it was more intense, it'd be a circus.
Mike doing everything he can, but it's not going to be enough here in this leg. We're looking at 6-2. We're looking at 6-2. The comeback begins.
Well, it's 6-2 is the score line. And this is the exact same position we were in last Wednesday, if you remember correctly. He does have the PPD player advantage rule working in his favor. So he'll get to go first until it's 6-4. This is why Mike hates this PPD player advantage rule, because he worked so hard to get the 6-1 lead. And at 6-2, he wants to go first again so that it doesn't continue to evaporate or become more difficult for him.
What is that there from Mike? Little hesitation there, and then back to it. Maybe he knows he's got to fill it up for it to matter, and he does so.
I'm not saying it anymore. It's been too many times. Number 19.
Nick,
Well, I hope
trust,
so.
I don't trust your mute button anymore, Nick. That's the problem. I don't think Sean
this
does
guy,
either.
This guy had the guts, had the galls, had everything that you could possibly think of to go ahead and still cuss into our headphones with, it's impressive.
Nick, the sailor, Deshera.
Yeah.
Out of all the things I
You ain't a
whispered to you
wolfing.
guys in the background, I think that was one of the better ones that could have come out by accident. I'm just saying. Just saying.
It's the sailor from now on. The sailor. Nick, the sailor, Deshera. Oh, gosh.
You continue to do it, Nick. I just don't understand. That's now twice in the last minute. No, never learns his lesson. All right,
Sugar,
back
that's
to the match. Luke Pritzl has a lot of work to do. He's got to start doing it now. He cannot continue to let Mike run away with the bottom of the board.
Sugar Shane Johnson just throwing a little honesty out here. He said, I'd honestly pay $500 for Mike to fall on his face. That's true friendship there from Sugar Shane Johnson.
Nope. He says not dart wise, like really trip and hit his stupid face. So I don't think that's a friendship.
That's great. Oh my. All right, Pritzl, you got to hold true on these 20s. Triple. Eek. Opener for Maloney to run on through.
I bet he hits a 9 mark. Oh, surprise. Boom goes the dynamite. Mike Maloney. No matter what, guys, this is so impressive. 18 9 marks, and this is leg number 9. He's averaging still 2 per leg. That's stupid. If you throw a perfect game, you can only have 2.
Yeah, this is Maloney's to lose right now. Take it with the last or just hold true. I think he went for the 17s there.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he shifted over. Yeah, I was surprised he didn't take a shot at the 18s but yeah, he shifted over to the 17s for another wedge, and you can't blame him for doing that. It's one or the other.
The Wisconsinite, though, there's one thing about these Wisconsinite dart players that I have learned throughout the years of covering them. They are scrappy. They are hardworking, and they're not going to give up. But Mike Maloney just doesn't care. about any of that. He'll just continue to throw 9s anyway. So yawn him on in there.
I continue to say about Wisconsin darts is there's just so many talented players up there. Division 1 through Division 5 now could play each other up there when it comes to Wisconsin State, and they could all really. I mean, a Division 5 could easily beat a Division 1 in any given day. There's just so many talent, and they have over like the 4,000 that were participating on Saturday there. It was just crazy. That's why we see so many Wisconsinites in our CSC Challenger Series. I mean, we're littered with them. I mean, almost half our field is Wisconsinites.
You're not wrong. You ain't a woofing.
No. Take a look at that map. It's pretty crazy at on dartstoc.com, just how many vendors and locations they have in Wisconsin. And I highly advise you just to take a look at that map in general, because we are Partners Promoting Darts is expanding, folks, if you don't know, and they're really getting around to some new locations. And our streaming locations are amazing as well. We've got upwards of 50 streaming locations, I believe, that we can now pop into and really take a glance at, your CSCs, your WCSs, your All-Star Triples, your PPD Nationals as well. Support from all fronts. Wow. Right back to it.
Only a 5.9 for Maloney in that leg, but he is now one leg away from victory. So don't forget about all the A to Z darts I said earlier. Don't forget about all that.
It's just downright impressive for Mike.
Sorry, 7-2. My bad.
No matter how you, think about it. I was about to say, it needs 2 legs, not
I don't
the
know
one.
what was it looking at? What was I looking at?
I don't know, brother.
I do want to have an update here. As the single 9-mark record, so don't worry, guys, I'm not going to curse. The single 9-mark record for one person is a 3 weights high for the bronze medal in that category, with JC Martinez, Mike Maloney, and Mike Maloney at 22. The record is held by Mike Maloney at 27.
Wow.
27's a lot.
Yeah, that is a really good amount, but he's still got a few legs 53. Here. What happens? Pitney Durst yawn.
Got to meet Benny this weekend. Much Benny's taller in person.
Yes, yeah, he's fairly big guy. Fairly big guy. Yeah, good player, man, and it's good to see him making his rounds here, getting back involved and what have you. Well, was that enough for Luke to escape here? Mike's been just doing a lot of damage on that bottom side of the board. The 16s and 19s have really fancied or gone his way tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, if you're actually curious about this, we have yet to correct a single mistake that we've made on live streams afterwards. We're not going to start now.
Yeah, we'll let her fly. Trust me, it'll stay there forever. If you forget, we did have Danny Baggish and Mike Maloney on the stream mic'd up, and they dropped quite a few of those ones. We forewarned you, but we surprised you tonight with one. That's all right, though. Things happen.
But to be fair, we surprised ourselves too.
Yeah. Well, we just hope you know, at the end of the day, we try our best to promote the game. Accidents do happen. We do have a little bit of fun as well. Maybe a little bit too much fun at times, and maybe we need to get more serious. But that's what makes this the CSC Challenger Series and our little broadcast. So.
If we become more serious, people will stop watching us.
I do agree. At this point, I think if we change it, it would be ridiculous.
You get what you get, guys, at this point, guys. And if you throw a fit now, it's too late.
I don't regret what I said, because, Sean, that can't be your new catchphrase. My reaction is still valid.
Fair. That's fair. As we get another 9-mark.
What a shot. I told you it was just a matter of time there before he collected on that big round. I mean, he's just so powerful in the 19s. 2 of them, trips to 20. Bye-bye.
But we do also not really like to cuss on stream if we can help it. Nick.
Yeah. Well, we tried
PG-13 is one F-bomb per 2.5 hours.
That is true.
Saying.
You know what? That's true.
It is.
You get one. Yeah.
But we are starting to see a lot of youth watching too. A lot of youth watching.
A lot of Utes.
A lot of Utes. And I will say,
Brett Davis throwing in the gotsum.
If you haven't watched Pat McAfee on ESPN, that is quite the display of of things that he does. So I think we're okay. Uh-oh.
Mike Henry goes, if you would get serious, I would just turn down the volume. That's what we appreciate about you.
This is going to be rough from Maloney. He'll take a shot at the 18s, close them. Good 6 mark.
And this is starting to turn into an eventual conclusion unless Luke starts hitting 9s.
What's really scary is Danny Baggish said 24 9 marks, and right now 22, and 20 of them have been from Mike.
He said 16 on Wednesday when he was on the mic with me. It was 14 all day, so he was pretty spot on there. And his game score prediction was pretty close too.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but other than that, he sucks.
No, solid addition. Come on, guys. We got a pretty good group of comms here.
And unfortunately, we all like each other. Like, really, actually,
we don't.
Like each other.
Except Danny.
No.
I mean, I hated Nick a lot more this weekend than I had in a while, but I'm going to be fair about that.
True.
That's just because he cheated when he played me.
Also true.
This is kind of delaying the inevitable for Mike here, as he just knows I just need 2 here to collect on this other leg, and I'm 1 leg away. 1 leg this time, Sean.
Thank you. I will. No one ever called me the smartest commentator. Best looking, sure, but not the smartest. Mike Maloney in Fuego tonight. He is the real Mike Maloney, and he stood up. And it's unfortunate for Luke. But here's what I've loved. I haven't seen one negative reaction from Luke Pritzl the entire time.
No.
He
continues
still
to go to
joking
the
in the player
line.
chat. He's still saying jokes in the player chat.
He's having
That's
fun
amazing.
with it.
And
He knows
that's how you have to be.
He knows, what Mike's capable of as a player, and he's a great player as well. And very well could make a comeback here on the loser side, pending. We never know. But yeah, he's how old is he? Do we know?
Luke?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's a good question. How old is Luke? Because, for where he's at currently, he could blossom here in the next year or 2 and really make a stand here. He's already in the top 4 on the winner's side. Don't get me wrong. So
He's
already going to come out with.
Only been playing 6 years.
He's only been playing 6 years. Yeah. So that's another factor. Like, we're all
Planned out
trying to
for
get
6
that
years.
information.
A lot of future darts are going to be incoming for him that are going to be helped by this situation. Today, he wasn't able to jump up to that extra year to stay with Mike.
He's 28.
Yeah, he's not even 30. That's
so
gross.
these next
It's a
5
baby.
years, these next 5 years will be key for his game. Grab a couple big wins, build your confidence as a player, and man, you're gonna be a powerhouse. That's just if things continue to go right for him, right?
Exactly. And 30 is the new 20. And Mike's about to die by how old he is. So this will be just fine. You got plenty of time.
Then he
Boom
turns-
goes the Wisconsinite.
Vinny
Yeah, for Luke
Durst
Pritzl.
is same age as me.
Yeah, okay. That shiny dome says something different.
You can see he's laughing here,
Liz.
just having a blast.
Liz, this is a completely different Mike Maloney than you played mixed doubles with yesterday that you had to carry. Backpack in tow.
It always seems like when he comes to these stream feeds, when have we ever seen him not perform?
Well, when it's singles and it's all about him, he's going to perform his best. Liz, he knows he can rely on you in mixed doubles.
Well, I'm saying for the CSC, when have we not seen him on a stream matchup show up and really hammer the board? I mean, and just when has he came in, thrown less than a 5-3?
I would like to know that question. But there's number 22. He now gets to add his name to that list twice, unless he wants to hit another one in this leg.
I believe he's done that. Has he done that 3 times?
I just been on the tied for third.
Okay.
And Eric, I'm 36. I don't consider myself young. I'm over halfway to 70. These two yahoos, definitely.
33 now.
Oh, you're actually getting kind of old.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
I should have known by the gray hairs.
Wow.
Mike, another 9, and there's the record for second. And he knows it because he's listening to us say it.
Yeah, 26 on the evening so far. I mean, that is when 23 of them are yours. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to win that match.
Yeah, I'd say so. And he's kind of teed up here to take this leg. 17s right away, 16s, 15s. Why not?
We'll end with one. And he does. Wow, Mike Maloney. He's throwing a 7.57 here in this leg. Luke, man, no matter what you take away from this, I would be however you're going to feel tonight. Take away the whatever positives you can from this one, but then erase the masterful display that you played against.
Cameron says, you guys are old.
Thanks, Cam.
Couple Utes turning in there probably saying, dang, that's so old. I remember when I thought that too.
And Mike Maloney gets it done. And look at those 5 fans in the background celebrating his victory.
Yeah, what a showing.
Done.
What a showing from Mike Maloney here as he gets the job done once again, winning 3 legs straight to win it. 5.94 average for Mike Maloney tonight. Is the average 0.10 above his current season average. Impressive, sir. Impressive. Well, that sets
You know what
it
this
up.
means, Will? You know what this means?
That sets it up. Ding, 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 ding. What do we got? What's next up for us then?
It means these dang things are worthless. That's what it means.
Well, you could say that, or you could say that this sets up that Danny Baggish, Mike Maloney king seat matchup that a lot of people would want. A lot of people would consider that as an appetizing
Been there,
affair.
done that. It's going to be awesome. I'm expecting 6+ average to win next week.
Yeah.
And I know that, or when they play the king seat match, I expect a 6+ average to win that in 2 weeks' time. Danny is going to be very fired up. He's probably on a dartboard right this second and might have started throwing when it was 6-1, just to prepare. He might have actually just watched Mike throw every other round and just entered in Mike's scores and just see if he would have beat him those last few legs. He's that type of a person. But we'll see what happens. Mike is going to be happy. He's going to be relieved with the 9-2 victory, and that momentum is going to help him out in a couple weeks, I think.
I believe so. He'll have that little time off. I think our next matchup, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be Richard Sturbins versus either Rick Kinsey or Mike Scarborough, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have a little week off before we get that Division I matchup for the king seat. So we'll see what he does in the next couple weeks here from both sides to prepare for this match. I mean, you do have to do a little preparation on that front just to kind of consider who you're playing. Maybe work on those scoring numbers and so on and so forth. So we'll find out. It's gonna be a good one. We all know it because what has it been most of the season? This has been the really one matchup we've seen somebody really run away with so far.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct, man. And it's just going to get better it won't get better this week, let's be fair. But it is going to be another great matchup this week, and probably a better matchup than we saw tonight as far as the final scoreline goes. Luke Pritzl, I want to quickly say you are a beast. You are a Wisconsinite that is on the rise, and I am so excited to see how far you're going to go in the CSC Challenger Series. 2 years ago, you were a fan. Last year, you gave Mike a run for his money, and this year, you made top 4, and now you still can come back and fight back all the way through the loser side. If anyone can do it, it's going to be you.
Yeah.
But Wednesday, Jake Smith, who we named favorite heading into the CSE Season 2 in our pre-show right away. We didn't pick him for our presidency or our vice presidency, but he was one of our favorites to win that thing. Mm-hmm. Steve Hilger, Porky, your vice presidential candidate. They're going to be doing battle in Division 2, buddy.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I mean, they've played each other numerous times. I can guarantee you that. How many times we'll have to find out. I'll have to ask Steve if he can recall how many times he's played Jake Smith or so on and so forth.
He's slept since then.
Numerous times. He's had a bunch of big meals too. So, it should be a great matchup once again. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time is when you can expect the stream to go live without a crash, hopefully, due to our streaming service. Dang you. But no, it was great.
And without an F word, baby.
Yeah, it will not happen. I promise you. As we're going to ban Nick from the mic for a week, so just be prepared for that one. As no input from Nick for the next week and a half.
I'm giving you the dad face right now.
No. You keep your mouth shut, young man. Shh.
Yeah, young man. You are mouth. Go up.
All righty, folks. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We already said it, but it's probably for the explicative. Thanks for watching. We
Guys,
appreciate
have a great
it.
night.
See you Wednesday.
We'll see you on Wednesday. Love you.